What y'all got going on YouTube? Is your boy K-Star Opbr. Today we have a tutorial for the new beginners of Opbr. I haven't done a video like this in a minute, and also I feel like nowadays with the Kizaru Meta and any other EX that came right after, we just kind of neglected the basics of the game. You know, everyone just has to ignore status notification, ignore defense, shield, blood got fucking teleportation. This motherfucker, you know what I mean, this guy here, this one was dangerous back in the day. You know, all kinds of crazy different units we got going on right here. So I'm like, you know, but we're missing the basics, because I'm hopping into matches with people who have, I kid you not, they have Kizaru, and we're still losing games. So look, listen, I'm gonna give you guys a tutorial of how to play the f***ing game. But first things first, in this game, you're gonna want to separate the dog shit characters. You know, sanjii here, like this sanjii here. You're gonna want to separate the dog shit characters from the really good characters, units that's gonna actually make you win games. So as you can see here, I have a favorites on for all characters that I have are as EXs. How do you favorite a character? You just press this button right here, and then it just adds it to your favorites. Now, what I want to show you guys is that in this game, you're gonna have characters that are just completely bad, not good to use for competitive play. Not because it's your favorite character. That's the first thing I'm going to get down into. First thing, number one, separating the good characters from the bad characters. So not because this character in the game is your favorite person to use means that he's good. As you can see, we have units here that are level 60, 1 out of 100. I've never used them. I could just max them out easy, but I don't, because they're just trash. No one wants to use this Shinobu who can just, well, what does she does? This is complete dog shit. This character, she gets destroyed in the meta going against people who are literally shooting lava. As you can see, we got him. Akainu, my latest EX now. You want to invest into characters that have a good player lifespan. Like Bluno. Bluno came out so long ago. If I'm correct, it probably came out in like 2024? Or was it 2023 late? And this guy is still goated, still does pretty good in the meta, gets flags good, ignores enemies, captures treasure. I mean, Bluno is just completely timeless. Then we have units like Kaido, EX character. Now, when you want to invest into characters, I'd always say go for EXs, because when you invest into these EX units, there's a high chance that they will get buffed anyway, because they're the most expensive units. They're also called extreme units, and that's what the EX stands for. As you can see, he has a lot of extra traits going on here. This guy got 3 skills. 1, and his skill 2 has 2 separate things, so that's really cool, you know. So these units are definitely worth investing. These things right up here, these are called fragments. Understanding fragments is going to help you a lot. These is 2-star fragments, these is 3-star fragments, and these are 4-star fragments. Most very good characters are 4-star fragments, but that doesn't mean that they can survive in this modern day and age. Like, for example, this Jesus Burgess here is originally a 4-star character. I got him maxed at a level 100, but he doesn't survive in this meta. He's completely washed out, and he's not good in this meta. Understanding your medals, something very important and often looked down upon. We have a section here called craft, upgrade, transfer traits, save set, equip, inventory cell, medal points. I think you have to pay for this. Add medal points for free. Now, with the medal points for free, you're gonna get some pretty much dog shit medals, but they will be nevertheless good for just getting some 9 stars really quick. This one here will allow you to buy medals that are rare, probably not going to come back, but you most likely have to pay to get these type of medals. Inventory and cells, we could go to sell medals and you'll get some points for them. And equip, obviously, is to equip. Save set is when you save medal sets, you can edit them. Transfer trade is where you could actually just take a medal like so, and if you want to exchange a trait, let's say this says HP by 4%, we probably don't want that because that's so low. We can deadass just add HP by 14%, but this will only be applicable by characters of Navy type. So, you know, if it's a Navy type of character, then you're gonna get the benefit. If it's not, then you're pretty much dog shit. Upgrade. Here is where you upgrade a medal to get it to either 6-star, 9-star. you know, there's tricks when it comes to medals. So as you can see, we got the Luffy medal in here. Let's upgrade the medal. I'm gonna show you guys what upgrading the medals is like, and I'm also gonna change the trait of the medal. Let's now go to transfer trait. So now I could just take this Luffy medal, I could press override like so, I could put one of these 6-star medals like so, and now we have attack by 11% on these medals here for Luffy. Let's just see that. Look at that. This is an example of what transfer trait would look like. So as you can see, we have that on the Luffy, and that's just beautiful. You get these medals when you play games and people use different characters, or even when you own the character and you play a game with them, or just owning it in general. You get the craft medals from the characters. For example, this one here for Luffy, when attacking an enemy in the area around your enemy's treasure, you increase your damage dealt by 5%. Different traits on different medals. When attacked by an enemy, so whenever you're hit, you have a 100% chance to reduce your cooldown time of skill 1 by 2%. If you read these medals, they will work in your favor. And as you can see, if you have a character, let's say you had that Kaido medal just now, your skill 1 will be down by 2% because I got hit. And the beautiful thing about medals is that you have to understand that medals have a pay effect. So I'm not gonna craft a Chopper medal, craft a fucking Aokiji medal, and then craft a Kaido medal and put them all on one character and think that that's gonna do something, because there's no way Chopper is related to Aokiji and Aokiji is related to Kaido. That doesn't make sense. But if you paired a Kaido medal with, let's say that's one Kaido medal. This is like a regular Kaido medal. As you can see, a regular Kaido medal, a EX Kaido medal. That would be a beautiful pay effect. For example, I have those 2 medals specifically, and if you press it, we'll see that these medals have all these orange things going on. All these orange things you see here are pair effects. So as you can see now, because you have a pair effect, we have all these things here in common, and we have a boost capture speed now. We can boost our dodge, our skill 2 is reduced, and our skill 1 is reduced, all because we had these medals that are paired together perfectly. Let's say I would have put something like for example, I have this Kaido medal. Now that would be a triple Kaido medal set, and it would just be right here like this, and I would have a triple pair effect, and all these things down here would be boosted even more. But unfortunately, this guy is not level 100, so I can't do that. But I could go on my actual Kaido and I actually have a medal set for that for him specifically. As you can see, we have a triple Kaido, and now we have a trio effect, so they're even stronger. Now it's 20%. So that is the basics of medals. You want to have different traits on certain units. So if you have a defender, you're going to definitely want to have defense and stuff, but every character is different. You have to read their traits. For example, Aokiji, he doesn't really need attack because he does fixed percentage damage, but he has a lot of defense going on. I gave him a lot of attack, a little bit of HP, and a little bit of defense. Kainu, because he's an attacker, I didn't give him that much defense at all. I just gave him a lot of attack and a lot of HP, just to make him a little bit tanky inside of his mag state, and also to do a lot of damage. I kill a lot of level 100 characters with this simple build. Now I'm going to teach you guys the fundamental of using specific characters. So I just showed you guys a Kainu just now, which is an attacker. So we're going to start off with the attacker unit. This is the Along Park stage. Units are spawned on this side of the map and this side of the map respectively. Someone will have flag E and someone will have flag A on this specific map. But every map is different. They have maps with different shapes. Nevertheless, I will use this map as an example. Now on this map, there's a gate right here and a gate right here. So you cannot cross between this area unless the time within the game is ticking lower and the game is about almost finished. That's when the gates are open, so you can get flag C and flag D. So I will be demonstrating this in a smart way. But if you are an attacker, you want to basically go on flags because you'll do more damage and attack units from flags, especially on the enemy treasure. Destroy them. Destroy them. Wherever there's an enemy walking around, you want to attack them on flags. Once you're standing on the flag, you do way more damage as an attacker, most naturally. You want to basically destroy as much units, have them respawn and waste time while the runners and defenders play their role. The role of a runner. So with an attacker, you have to play aggro. The role of a runner. You are to try to run to the furthest treasure possible to capture so you can secure 3 flags. Usually people would use nice units like Goldie Roger, Bluno, Fujitora, these guys that could literally rush to the flags. You want to be able to rush to the flags. If you have Sabo, if you have Nami, any character that could rush to the flag, even the fake Luffy, but he's a defender, you could rush to the flag and capture it. Usually pro players would recommend to always rush to the third flag, whether that's flag C in this case with Along Park. Flag C is literally right here and flag E is right here in parallel. So you have two flags to pick between, but you could literally run to flag C or run to flag E to capture, and that would secure 3 flags, because most likely the other player who might be a defender or attacker could just capture flag B, or you could even fall back as a runner after you caught flag C or flag E and just capture flag B and let the defender push behind of you. So usually as the runner, your play would be like this: to rush. If you decided to cap flag A, which would be completely retarded, the moment you're taken to waste on flag A that could easily be captured by any other unit, they will be rushing as well, and you will have 2 flags and they'll have 3, and you really don't want that, buddy, because then they could just push for the rest of the game. Now let's say you push for flag C. The defender would have already caught flag A and would be most likely generating the treasure. If the attacker is a good attacker, he would push for flag B and attack to defend both you or the defender. Now as the runner, you could push to flag D, which will mean you have now 4 flags and they have 1. An easy push. Most likely players are going to want to come to flag C to attack you because you're a runner. That's where the defender now, after generating the treasure, should push. Defenders should always push to assist all the flags. So attackers would be to clear and attack and stuff, and defenders can attack as well, but defenders have to make sure that the treasures are well generated as well. That's how they play their role. So the attacker would have to push for the runner, who most likely might go to flag C or flag B after capping flag E. The defender now will have to push from their home base to the secondary flag. Now we have a runner who's just here for no reason, who should most likely push to flag E. You have to go against all the units that you have to fight, plus defenders, plus people will be pushing to flag A. That's where the defender comes in, to defend the flags. The attacker will come in to attack and help the defender. If you have a character that could literally just run or speed to the enemy's treasure, you could just take advantage of that so that you could secure the flags more for the other characters that might have an attacker or a defender. They'll just go right after you. But you having a runner that could literally rush to any of the flags, it just makes sense going to a flag that's just the farthest away from you to capture. So defenders are to generate the treasure and to defend them from people like runners, and attackers are to assist the defender in killing the units or to assist the runner in, destroying the units. And the runner, hence the name, is to be a rat, to run and capture treasure. That is the rules of playing in Opbr. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial that I gave you all, and I hope it was very tutorialing. But leave any questions down in the comment section. I can make a video on it. Trust me, it's no problem, brother. This entire video was actually a request. So feel free to leave a like and subscribe. It's your boy K-Star Opbr, and we're out of here.